today I'm going to show you exactly how I unlock Pack-a-Punch and so much more here on Shadows of Evil. Alright, welcome to Shadows of Evil, everybody. This is a map that requires a lot of map knowledge. So I'm going to get down to one zombie here because the most infamous part of Shadows of Evil has to be the beast mode. Much like Mob of the Dead, there are things you need to do in this special mode to unlock the map. Electrocuting these things so that these pathways open up, electrocuting perks so that you can actually buy them. You can break boxes as well as breaking door barriers with these special markings, of course. Let's head on out here first. Additionally to all of that, there are 4 different rituals that we need to complete in order to turn on Pack-a-Punch. And in order to get and perform those rituals, we need to have a special item from each of the characters' past, as well as the summoning key. So one of these special items is in this box, but we are going to need to electrify this crane in beast mode in order to move the crane to drop it so that we can pick it up. So while I'm going to do all of this stuff in one beast mode, do not be afraid to do it in one beast mode. You do not need to do it in one beast mode. You can take your time, but let's walk you through exactly what I like to do for this one. So I go up to this beast mode, I enter it, I melee this door, I electrocute quick revive, I melee this. You can see how everything you can interact with in beast mode is flaming hot. That will get the crane going. You can actually grapple with beast mode using your aim down sight button, but then you can come on up here and finally we can electrocute this panel with so much time to spare. You don't need to do anything, you just let beast mode run out and you are back to normal. See, I know that might have been a lot for you, but it's really not all that bad. Now we can come over here and yes, I am gonna, well actually, I'm gonna hold off on quick revive here and I'll show you why. But we have the summoning key. It was behind that box in this truck and then this crane moved over here, it dropped the box and we can pick up this fountain pen. Now, when you pick up any of those special items that we'll see here, these keepers will spawn in, and because we're on round 1, you can just melee them. They're trying to protect the thing, they're trying to prevent you from taking it. I wonder if there's a story reason for that, probably. But now that we have the summoning key and we have the fountain pen, we can come up to Nero's place right here and we can begin this ritual. We can place down the fountain pen and then we can begin the ritual with the summoning key. The reason I like doing this on round 1 is because if any of these keepers manage to get in your way, they are a one-shot melee kill. So especially for new players, this is really good to do on round 1. Also, you can hear these guys scream at the end of the ritual. And as soon as that happens, you can kind of just shoot those keepers for a little bit extra points. But that's a little bit more point optimization than you might need for right now. After the ritual is complete, you can pick up the gate worm. I know it's a lot of information, that is a whole lot, but it's really not that bad. And it is really fun to do this sort of stuff mid-game, trying to get your points up and to open up the map like that. Let's move on to the next round. Well, actually, we have enough points to open the Footlight District. I like opening up the Footlight District because on the second ritual that we're going to do, we are actually going to get a Margwa spawned in. Now, this is a great example of you don't need to do everything in one beast mode, but I like to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to electrify this panel from right here because you can actually do that. This box is a box that we'll get to for the sword upgrade. If you don't want to do the sword or get the sword at all, you don't even need to worry about that box. And then I'll run over here and then I'll open up this barrier right here because this goes to the rift, to the underground fast teleport section. Again, you don't need to do that to get Pack-a-Punch, but that's just something I like to do. Then I'll go up here, get the perk, get this little crate. You can see the crate right there. That's our special item, just like the fountain pen. And I'm going to knock it down and then I'll open up the ruby rabbit. Actually, no, it's not the ruby rabbit. It's just the theater over here. So let's show you what that looks like in real time. It happens fast, but I promise you it's not that bad. This is really fun. This is one of my favorite ones. So you get beast mode, electrify this guy, melee that guy, run on over here, melee this guy, run back over here, go up the stairs that we just opened. We can electrify this perk. We can jump over this gap, melee this box, and then this part, which you guys didn't see, we can come all the way over here. We can grapple up, and with the little beast mode we have, it's a tight window. We can electrify that guy, and we did it. Very, very nice. Again, if you can't do all of that in one beast mode, do not worry. Look at the points I have right now. I can't even open this door. There's no way I'm getting into that ritual site on this round, but we can pick up the hairpiece and we can, oh, look, we picked up the hairpiece and we've got 2 of these keepers here trying to stop us from completing the ritual for some reason. and then we can move on to round 2. Before I start the second ritual, I always either get the LCAR-9, that little machine pistol right there, or lately I've been trying out the RK-5. The RK-5 I think is better for point farming in the later rounds. On round 2, I like to line up the zombies. Ooh, and we got a double points. I like doing 3 shots in their body. Usually that does it. If you are finding that's inconsistent, you can do 4. But I like to do 3. So we're going to point farm as much as we can. Oh, I don't want to go to the end of the round. We want to do this as low a round as we can. That being said, if you pass rounds, it's really not too bad. You don't need to do this super optimized. I know, especially at the time of Shadows of Evil release, there was a huge focus on everybody doing this in the fewest beast modes and the lowest round, and really, for the casual setting, you don't need to do that. I know we're on round 2 and whatever, but this is just a walkthrough to show you it's possible, it's fine, but if this was round 3, round 4, it's just fine. Now, we got this RK-5 because it is round 2. If you get nervous, you can just pop these guys a little bit. Whoop, not a big deal. If you're on the end of the round, saving a zombie is not that bad on these early rounds right here. And then once it's over, ooh, they dropped a max ammo. Very nice. We get this gate worm here, which is all nice and good. And then every other ritual, you are going to get a Margwa spawned in. Now, what I like to do, obviously, RK5, just kind of take my time. They will spawn in those little bugs there, but just every once in a while, just turn around, see, give myself some space. I like to run, kind of slide, give myself space and see if their mouth is going to open. Always try to be aware of what's in front of you, but there you go, killed the Margwa. Now, a little sidetracking here. Ooh, nice to kill. This is one part of the wonder weapon, so we can go ahead and pick that up. That always drops from the first Margwa that spawns in. Now, before that ritual, if you're just having such a big trouble with Shadows of Evil, you're really nervous about the ritual, please have no fear. Get yourself some Quick Revive. I'm gonna buy it right now and get myself a little bit more comfortable, get myself a little bit of a safety net here. Now, the next thing I like to do is I like to look at these little bottles here because there are 3 different sections of Shadows of Evil. There's a footlight, there's a waterfront, and then there's canals over there. Each of them have a broken bottle right here. As you can see, this bottle, because it's red, indicates it's Juggernog. So Juggernog is over in that direction. Shadows of Evil has random perk drops or random perk locations. And over here is Double Tap. Now, if you're a beginner, you can go ahead and look for that red bottle and try to do the beast mode and get that perk powered up as early as possible. I base my strategy on where I like to fight the Margwa, and I do not like fighting the Margwa in the waterfront district, so I like opening up this first. Now, this one I usually never get in one beast mode because it's so far away, but you can also electrocute it here. You can go up this little thing here. There's that perk station right there. Here's a little box. Again, if you're not going to do the specialist upgrade, you don't need to open that box up. Now, instead of using this grapple, I like using this grapple because you can just go right up to this box, melee it. That's our little special item. And then I fall down here, open up this door to the rift. Again, pretty simple. We're going to need 2 beast modes to get this done. So then we can come on down here. This is the championship belt. And once again, we've got 2 keepers spawning in, trying to prevent us from completing these rituals. And thankfully, we have enough points. I can open this door and go into this beast mode because we're going to need to come on down here and open this door. This is the only thing I really do in this beast mode. I guess if you want it to be really optimized, and again, this is really play at your own pace. You've got a lot of rounds. You get 1 extra beast mode per round. If you wanted to come back over here, you can shock the stamina machine, but that's really it. Or if you want to pick up some other things that you missed in this district, you can use this beast mode. It's really up to you. There's no, you don't need to be super ultra optimized with Shadows of Evil. It's fun. It's really satisfying when you are ultra optimized, but you don't need to be. So we're going to place this championship belt and then begin the ritual. Now, this is probably the most close quartered ritual site that you're going to see. This is really tight. There's not a lot of good spots. You can see this guy cut me off. I can just jump on down there. I wouldn't recommend shooting the keepers when doing these rituals because they will respawn in your way. So if you just train them around there, wait till it's done, it doesn't take that long. And that, in my opinion, is the safest way of doing the rituals. And there is the gate worm. Very, very good. And I am going to progress to the next round. And I want to emphasize, if you don't have the Pack-a-Punch open until like round 10 or something, that's perfectly fine. But we've got one final district, the Canals district. We're going to open up this door and we're going to use this beast mode. And there's a little bit of stuff to do here. So again, I like to open up this box that is behind that cage. We're going to open up that goes to the rift. We're going to electrify this to open up that cage. And then we're going to go up here to the ruby rabbit. We're going to jump on down here and electrify this. Now, if we're really fast, which I don't think we were, we can jump over this. And then we can go, no, I won't be able to. We can open up that box right there in one beast mode, but obviously I didn't quite make it that time. But taking the same path, we're gonna fall down here. Look, there's that police badge right there that we opened up. Once again, we get the keepers, and we still need to point farm a little bit to get that door open. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Running a little low on ammo here because I know we are gonna face a Margwa. I'm gonna run back and get more ammo for this RK5. Once again, we've saved a couple zombies. I'm gonna open this door, and that allows us access to the ruby rabbit, and this is our final ritual. Well, sort of. We're gonna come over here, place the police badge, start the ritual, and I like going counterclockwise here again, just kind of keeping my eyes on everything. Once all of the keepers are spawned in, it's really simple. If you're on a low enough round, they're not going to be sprinting at you. You want to make sure you're not mid-round, you got a whole ton of zombies in here at the same time. It's really not that bad. The final gate worm, and we are good to fight another Margwa. Once again, same tactics here, just running to a place far away, kind of seeing if he opens up his mouth, trying to give myself a little bit of time to shoot at him, running, sliding, just trying to get some distance so that way I can focus fire on him a little bit. Don't be afraid to keep running across the map. You don't feel the need to stay in one area, use the map to your advantage. And you can see down there in the bottom left, I am out of beast modes. You get one extra beast mode every round you get, and on solo, you start with 3 beast modes. So I'm gonna need to wait 1 round in order to get another beast mode. So this rift portal needs to be open. So we're gonna interact with that to open it, and we're gonna need to do that with all of the other rift portals that we open. So you might see me do that or not. But once we get down here, we are in this underground area. Again, we're gonna have keepers with their last chance effort to stop us from doing what we're doing for some reason. Then if we go over to this wall, we'll see we have all 4 of our gate worms, and it's gonna open. And here is the Pack-a-Punch room, an absolutely beautiful room. We need to put our gate worms in all 4 of these pedestals right here, which will, as you can see, beautifully reassemble this room from its crumbled state. It's got some pretty sick artwork there on the wall, which I absolutely love. We've got 2 more gate worms to place right here. That'll get us a pathway going this way. Very nice. And all we need to do is complete 1 more epic, spectacular ritual. Now you could wall run across this. This is basically the same as every other ritual. It's just a little bit more exciting because of the awesome music, but you can just go around these 2 gate worms. That's what I like to do, just a little bit more chill. And just like that, we're done. Yeah, this is pretty epic. This is one of the reasons why Shadows of Evil is so well loved. That whole cinematic, you completing these rituals, that storyline mixed with the gameplay, it's really fun. Oh yes, and at the end of this, you will also get a Margwa, but this is your 3rd one of the game, so you should be pretty well versed with this by now. And now I'm gonna start thinking about an actual bullet weapon here. I'm gonna grab the Kuda for now, and I'm also gonna progress the round here because we actually need beast mode to open up this area to escape. So you can see the start of the round here, boom, I got a new beast mode. I'm gonna become the beast. I'm going to melee this for the sword. I'm going to activate Widow's Wine, which we will use here in this run. Mule Kick is right here, and then we're going to electrify this door to open up access to the regular area. And this is where you can get stamina up and open up all of the other stuff that you might have forgotten or not gotten before. But look at this. Now that we've opened up Pack-a-Punch, there's this huge tentacle monster in the sky. Pretty gnarly, huh? As we progress through these rounds and do all of these different Easter eggs and side quests and stuff, this is one of the best places to train as a beginner. This is where I myself learned how to train. Going around this train cart right here, using these guys as gaps, going through here, going through there. It's a wonderfully safe strategy, even though it is a little slow. It's probably the safest place on the map. But let's show you how to build the shield. There are 3 different pieces of the shield in the 3 different districts. So the first piece is going to be up here in the Footlight district. It's going to be found either somewhere over here. There you go. It could be, I think, here, somewhere in here up on the 2nd floor. I think it's that, there, and here. The second location is in the Waterfront district, and it's again up on the 2nd shelf here. We got that part right there. It could also spawn in right there, and I think it could also spawn in over here in this little pile of rubble over here. And the last piece is going to be found up here in this 2nd area. Again, just like all the other ones, it's going to be in this room with the perk machine right here, or it's going to be found right here on this little sky bridge, or it's going to be found in here. I believe up against one of these cushions or over here somewhere. But while we're here, I'm going to grab Juggernog. No, I'm not. I got to turn it on with the beast mode first. So I'm going to progress to the next round and I'm going to do just that. So I'm going to become the beast. See, like you forget some things, you can just enter beast mode. And I also forgot to open up this pathway. And then, oh yes, we should probably go and get open that statue right there that I missed. See, like it's round, what is it, round 5, and I'm still getting stuff. Who cares about optimization? Not me. Okay, optimization's a little fun, yes. Juggernog! This room has fast spawns, by the way. Be very careful. This room in particular has very fast spawns. Now that you have all the pieces, I like to use this crafting table to build the shield. If you want to unlock the civil protector, you are going to need to find 3 fuses, you guessed it, in the 3 areas of the map. Here on the second area, there's 1 fuse. This can be all along this path. I believe it could be there, it could be here. Actually, I think this one only has the 2 places. It could be here or here, if I recall correctly. Once again, in the waterfront district, this could be found in the 2nd level in the room that you actually have to buy, and it could be on this ledge right there, that little box, or it could be, I believe, right here or on this ledge. And then, as you can see, it's bright, it's glowing, it's really easy to see right there. And in the Footlight District, again, in the door you actually have to buy, the fuse can be on the ground right there. It could be on this sky bridge right here in one of these little slots. I think it might be that guy. Or it could be found right here. Again, bright, blue, glowing. It's really obvious. And then once you have all 3 of them, you just need to come down here and you can go to this master switch and place all of the fuses. That's going to activate these panels all across Shadows of Evil. While it does cost 2,000 points, you can see I can contribute, and now it brings down the cost down to 340 because that's how many points I need to make 2,000. You might be noticing these weird little growths going on here within the map. Well, these are pods, and in order to activate them, in order to open them up, we need to find a fumigator. Now, there's usually one in spawn. In fact, there's always one in spawn, either right here, there's one on this windowsill or that windowsill. There's one on this box right here. There's a whole bunch of different spots for them. They're glowing a little bit, and now we can open up these pods and we can get something. Now that's a bug. That's interesting. Every round you progress, there's a chance that they level up. That's a red one. And then their final stage is purple. Green is the first and it's the smallest. Red is the next and it's the medium. And then purple will be the biggest. In order to get the wonder weapon, you are going to need to open up a purple pod. And here we have a bug round. Bug rounds are really fun. They're kind of chaotic. They're more chaotic in Revelations, but here in Shadows of Evil, bug rounds are really fun. Just these flying enemies. You can shoot them, they're really, really weak, and then they should have a max ammo spawn in. Now, each branch of Shadows of Evil, as you can see, has a tram station on it. This tram is important for us to get the specialist weapon here on Shadows of Evil. If we go up to the tram, we are going to be able to see where it's located and all of the different stations where it goes. And as you can see, there are some question marks on the side here. Hey buddy. So this tram is going to the waterfront. You can actually go in the tram and you can change the destination right here. But because we're going to the waterfront, we're going to need to look out the left side the whole way there for our symbols. Let's show you what I mean. We're going to go up here. We're going to activate the tram. Hopefully the zombie doesn't come with us. Very good. Get some peace and quiet here. And I'm actually going to buy this bootlegger because it's fun. So we're going to need to look out the left side. And if you're in solo, you get the benefit of pausing. Now, the more experienced zombie players or those with just a good memory, unlike myself, can just memorize these symbols, but I like to write them down. The Smith Blaze and Lex had like cheese and hamburgers and sandwiches. I never understood that. Whatever system you have to memorize it works just fine. But these houses have like a glowing orange essence so you can kind of see and anticipate. It's not too bad. And it feels like you're uncovering a mystery, which is a lot of what Zombies is about. And as you can see, we're here at the waterfront here. You can see that yellow dot has changed. And now when we go to the Footlight Station, all we're going to need to do is go look out the right side of the map. Right side of the tram, I guess, and we should be good to go. Now, this does have a cooldown. You can't change destination. You can't start it until it cools down a little bit, so you can kind of just chill out for a little bit. Even though I'm showing this to you mostly segmented, the fun of Shadows of Evil is doing all of this at the same time, juggling the pack-a-punch process, getting the shield pieces and the civil protector pieces, and looking at the tram and looking at the symbols. It's all really fun once you get going. That's the replayability and fun of Shadows of Evil. All right, let's see if that's been enough time. I hope so. We're going to go to Footlight and start it. Very good. And we're going to watch out the right side now. That is the symbols that we just saw. Those are not the new ones. And just admire how beautiful this map is. Absolutely gorgeous. And boom, very easy. Now that we have our symbols, we can go down to the underground area and go into beast mode. And here we're going to see our symbols, and all we're going to do is sort of take a look at our cheat sheet here. We're going to take a look at this. It's this one, and then it's this one, and that should reveal the swords. Very easy. From here, we can go in here, pick up our Apothicon egg, and we need to charge it. We are going to charge it by placing them within these Apothicon statues that we were opening up during our first little Pack-a-Punch quest. If you have any of them that aren't opened up, just use beast mode and you should be fine. And then we'll get kills next to them and they will charge. Luckily, these take a surprisingly low amount of zombies to collect. It's just about 10. Oh, that's a good insta-kill, isn't it? Should be close. Yep, right there. Very good. Now, the waterfront location is back in this corner. This is pretty sketchy, if I'm being honest. This is one of my least favorite positions. I am going to grab double tap here just to make sure. Oh boy, that's a lot of zombies. Okay. All right. Trained them up really good. That's nice. This is going to be a really fast charge up here. We've got so many zombies. Whoa, just like that. That was so fast. Here at the corner of the Canals District, we can place our egg right here. Oh, this guy just changed from red to purple, so I'm going to harvest him, and we're going to see... Oh, nope, those are nothing. Hey, look, a Margwa. Now, the second little bug round is going to be what the community has called meatballs. Can you figure out why? These guys are just retextured wraps from the campaign and multiplayer, I guess. Killed that Margwa. Ooh, a nuke. Okay, I'll take that nuke. Sidetracking aside, we're back to here collecting some more souls. Even though there's a lot of areas where zombies come from, this doesn't have the fastest spawn, so this is actually a pretty safe area. All right, that's this one done. And we got one final location, and that is right here, right in front of the sword. I like doing this one last because it's the easiest one and I can just grab my sword after it's finished. I think this horde of zombies should do it just like that. Oh, hello. Pardon me, guys. Very good. That did it. Let's grab it, and then we can replace it right here. Make sure we're safe from these zombies, and then we can grab our Apothicon Sword. Very good. And because I have enough points and it is round 10, I'm gonna Pack-a-Punch. And without even turning around, we can actually start upgrading this Apothicon Sword. If you go to your character's associated ritual site, for me, the Jackie Vicent, the police officer, is the Ruby Rabbit, Nero is Spawn, Jessica is the Footlight District, and the Boxer is the Waterfront District. We can accept this Arch Ovum. This is another egg that we also need to charge, but this time we're going to need to charge it with Margwas. Now, as you can see, there's that red ritual site right there where you need to place, oh boy, I got stuck. Oh, where you need to place those eggs here. And as you can see, oh, it's charged up a little bit there. You can see this on the ground here. These are spread across all the different areas of the map that we've been going through, but you can only do this one round at a time. There is one here at spawn too, so there's 4 total, just like the other egg. One of them here is in this lobby area. Ooh, I'll take that, because I believe if we do this, can we place it? Oh, we can't place it while we're holding the death machine. Okay, and after that first one, you are going to get 2 Margwas at the same time. Now, if you're like me and really stress out about Margwas, even though they are pretty simple to take care of, I loved to run down here and just train in this open area and be safe. But I got them before they even got down here. But as I mentioned, this is a very safe place from Margwas and from, well, the zombie horde. And here is that tentacle for the Apothicon Servant Wonder Weapon that we're gonna build. Another round means another ritual. I guess as you're upgrading this, feel free to have fun with your sword, maybe not with the Margwa. I don't know. Does this work pretty well? Nope. Okay. But as you're standing in this circle, it actually charges up your specialist here. Oh, so if you're feeling risky, you can melee the Margwa and try your best to attack him. Whoop, there you go. That's a risky strat that even I wouldn't recommend. And of course, the smart strategy is just to do the round in here. I decided to pick up an HVK and I'm going to pack-a-punch it just for backup. And don't be afraid to keep opening these pods, especially after you've gotten whatever. Hey, look, there's some bonus points. There's a lot of good stuff that it can get you. Some power-ups, max ammos, even some weapons. I got the Haymaker. The Haymaker's a great weapon, but we got one more of these rituals to go. All right, now that those guys are spawned in, we're gonna make our way back. Just want to make sure you know exactly where you're going. You got a clear line of sight. You're always keeping your head on a swivel, and just like that, we're done. Oh, my shield broke. But luckily, we did kill all of those Margwas, so we've got our egg completely recharged. I'm gonna get another shield though. All right, at the end of the round here, very good. We can come up here. We can return to whatever character's ritual site we did and give the Apothicon Sword. It's gonna use the egg we just charged, and it's gonna make this the Reborn Sword. A little tedious, but still a really cool reward. Speaking of rewards, let's get ourselves some Widow's Wine. And let's head on up to this room here next to Juggernog, and we are gonna try our best to throw Widow's Wine grenades in the mouths of these little lions here. I like to aim a little bit low. Hopefully this is gonna work here. And then this lion right here, oh, sorry, zombie. That lion is gonna give us a Gobblegum. We can take that there. It's white, it's textureless. And we're gonna go all the way down to spawn here, and we're gonna be looking for the ice cream store with the Gobblegum picture, and we're gonna put our new Gobblegum on that table right there. And then we're gonna flip the round here. I believe we need to wait one full round. Hey, perfect, a bug round. Now, during these bug rounds, we are actually on the lookout for green xenomatter that's gonna be dropped by either these bugs or those meatballs. Hey, look at that! Like 2 seconds later, Doughnuts, what luck! So that right there is the last part. Oh boy, sorry buddy. That is the last part of our wonder weapon. So we got one part from the very first Margwa, we got one part from these purple pods, and we got one part from the xenomatter. Now there is a buildable table in the Footlight District. Don't ask me why. I just like building it in the Waterfront District. You come on down here next to the HVK wall by, and there's one right there, and we can just craft it. And what do you know? We have the Apothicon Servant, one of the best wonder weapons in all of zombies. All right, now that that detour is over, that's been one full round. I believe we want to interact with this. All right, oh, there you go. Wow, that was really fast. It just popped as soon as that was there. We got a free random mega Gobblegum, and as you can see, I got burned out. Now, flavor, oh, there's a Haymaker. Look at that for open up pods. Now, there's burnt out right there, auto activating. Now, flavor hexed is pretty cool because you get 2 activations. So after this burnt out, I'm gonna get another random Gobblegum. Let's see what we get here. Fatal Contraption. That's actually not a bad one. The next Easter eggs takes place right here at spawn, and you can actually do this with a regular grenade, but here on that piece of laundry right there, this is an Easter egg to Mob of the Dead. If you throw a grenade right there, oh, there you go. There's this paper that you can pick up for a 500 point. This is an Easter egg to Mob of the Dead because it's like DeLuca's or one of the mobsters' laundry, and if you throw a grenade at it, you can cook it, or you can wait till you get a Widow's Wine grenade and just throw it right there. So pretty easy 500 points. Now for one of my personal favorite Easter eggs. This is the Donut Upgrade Easter egg. If we come over here and buy some trip mines off of the wall, preferably not mid-round so you're not dealing with all these zombies, we need to get at least 1 kill in 3 different areas of the map with these trip mines. The locations are going to be marked by this Holly's cream cakes, so we can throw a trip mine down here. And if Samantha's laugh activates, you are doing it correctly. The next location is in the Footlight District. We're gonna run up here to this little cream cart thing right there. Wait for some zombies, throw it down. I got that laugh, very good. Now we are gonna need to wait for the next round because I'm out of trip mines. All right, our last location right here in this cream cart right there. Oh, that bug trip mined it. All right, there you go. How about that? You, sir or ma'am? Oh yeah, look at that. We've got fresh trip mines, and as you're gonna see, once activated, they do more damage and they explode with donuts. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Now there are 2 musical Easter eggs here in Shadows of Evil, and they are both bangers. To activate the first one, you're gonna interact with these radios right here. And you can hear them in the typical zombie sound right there. There's one activation right there. The second location is down in this treacherous area right here. You can see it on the desk right there. Wouldn't recommend doing this mid-round. Have I said that before? And the last location is in the Footlight District, right on this bench. Oh, right here. Now, this is a great example of training down here with the Margwa mid-round. There's lots of places to cover, lots of spaces to kind of run ahead, slide ahead, and then shoot your horde. All right, there's that Margwa done. Even though that Margwa starts sprinting at you, he's really not that big of a threat. He can't really catch up to you super well if you're paying attention, especially down here. This is not, oh, 2 max ammos. Oh, that's bad luck. You want to pay attention right here because sometimes the zombies can get a little weird with this area, but as long as you are comfortable juking them, you shouldn't be that bad. Here's another tight little section you can kind of see, or have your Apothicon servant out the whole time, and if you ever get stopped, you can shoot that off and play it safe. I always like shooting them on this side because there's a little bit more room on that side, but as you get more comfortable, you can start shooting them over here as well. As for the second musical Easter egg, this is one that I like to do as I'm setting up. The first location, I guess, there's actually 3 pieces you need to collect in order to start this quest. The first one is this microphone stand here in Nero's magic place. The second is going to be in the canal section all the way down here in the bottom level. Going past the staircase where this beast mode thing is, you're going to grab these wires right here. And then the last one is going to be in this bottom section. This is the microphone head right there, or whatever you call it. Once you've done that, you can make your way to the burlesque house, and then you can interact with the microphone right here. Now, as far as training spots go, training in that underground area, like I said, is very, very safe, but training right here can be very, very fun. If you are going to train out here, I would highly recommend stamina because it is a very small train and it is very easy to get cornered. Additionally, you can use your Apothicon Sword. You can unleash the Archon Sword and then have that take care of zombies with you. But this is going to be one where you're probably going to want to train with the Apothicon Servant out and use caution. Usually I like to go counterclockwise right here, and it's a little bit harder in my opinion with the Widow's Wine because this is creating zombies in your way. But if you didn't have Widow's Wine and you were able to have stamina up, then I would love to just turn here all the time. Sometimes you have to be careful right here because you've got like 2 different intersections of zombies coming at you. Same thing here, but you can usually cut back early enough. If you want a challenge, this is a great spot. And when your shield inevitably breaks like it just did, we are right next to a buildable table, so we can just grab it. The next spot that I like to be, this is a camping spot that is very underrated. It's within the Ruby Rabbit itself. You come all the way up here, and this is like a classic OG camping spot. This is like Doris's catwalk right here. They're all going to be right in front of you. This is really fun, especially with a 4-player team. It's definitely not the fastest, but it is really good if you're trying to grind out camos or you just want that classic zombie killing experience. Not to mention the views from up here. You can see the theater over there. You could see all the canals area. It is a gorgeous map. I absolutely love Shadows of Evil. Now, with the Margwa up here, yeah, you should probably just bail. You could just bail right there. It's pretty easy. Now, this Margwa actually gives us a really good opportunity to show off this. If you call in the Civil Protector and your Margwa is here close enough to it, it will automatically kill the Margwa. That is a very popular strategy with the Civil Protector. In fact, the Civil Protector is really neat. If you're on solo and you don't have Quick Revive for whatever reason, the Civil Protector will pick you up. Shadows of Evil is truly a masterpiece of a zombie map. If you have any more questions about Shadows of Evil, put them in the comment section below. And if you want to learn even more about Black Ops 3 Zombies, check out this video and stay beautiful.